Today's gospel lesson has an interesting introduction. Some Greeks approach Philip and say to him, "Sir, we'd like to make an appointment to see Jesus." Philip, a disciple, is from Bethsaida, which was a fishing village located in a region where there were also several Greek cities. These cities were within the Roman Empire, but they functioned as Greek city-states. So Philip was from a region where there was quite a bit of interaction between Jewish culture and Greek culture. And therefore, it's not surprising that the Greeks approached Philip with their request. By the way, Philip is a Greek name, not a Hebrew name. What I find interesting is that after the Greeks approach Philip, instead of going straight to Jesus, Philip first goes to tell Andrew. Why did Philip go and talk to Andrew first? I think Philip must have been nervous about something. But what? I'll read those introductory verses for you now. It's John chapter 12, verses 20 through 22. Now among those who went up to worship at the festival were some Greeks. They came to Philip, who was from Bethsaida in Galilee, and said to him, "Sir, we wish to see Jesus." Philip went and told Andrew. Then Andrew and Philip went and told Jesus. So my question is, why did Philip first go and tell Andrew? What was it that Philip was nervous about? I imagine Philip said to the Greeks, "Sure, I can set up an appointment for you, no problem. But give me a day or two, I'll get back to you." At first it made Philip feel important that the Greeks came to him for assistance. But then I wonder if Philip woke up that night and started having some doubts. You know how your thoughts can run wild in the middle of the night? Philip may have started thinking, what if Jesus doesn't have time in his busy schedule to meet with these Greeks? What if what Jesus says to the Greeks is not good news? Have I just made a mistake in saying yes to these Greeks? What should I do? I imagine Philip thinking these things in the middle of the night, but then the next morning, he gets up and he's thinking more clearly. And he says to himself, I know what I'll do. I'll go talk to Andrew and see what he thinks. Talking things over with Andrew was a good move. If you're worried about something, it's often helpful to talk it over with a friend and get their perspective. I imagine in this case, Andrew probably said to Philip, "You worry too much. What's the worst thing that could happen? Let's you and me go and tell Jesus together, and we'll see what happens." So Philip and Andrew go, they tell Jesus, and it turns out Andrew was right. Philip did not need to worry. It turns out that Jesus' message for the Greeks is good news. In fact, it's good news not only for the Greeks, but for all of us too. For example, verse 26. Jesus says, "Whoever serves me, the Father will honor." When Jesus says whoever, he makes this promise to everyone without distinction to ethnicity or to religious group. Another example, verse 32. Jesus says, "When I am lifted up from the earth, I will draw all people to myself." Again, when Jesus says all people, he means everyone, without distinction. So we, like Philip, can rest assured that Jesus' message of good news is meant for all people. At this point, I'm reminded of St. Paul's statements of who we are. It's a statement which makes clear that all people belong here at St. Paul's, without distinction. By the way, you can find this statement on our website, stpaulsparks.org, right on the front page. But I'll also read it for you now. It says, who we are. St. Paul's is a reconciling, affirming, and inclusive Christian community. No matter where you are on your journey of faith, you belong here. Our understanding of belonging extends to those who are single, married, divorced, separated, or partnered. Belonging here has no boundaries of age, race, ethnicity, culture, gender, sexual orientation, economic condition, physical or mental ability. We believe that God delights in the diversity of creation, and so do we. You are worthy, so come as you are. Philip may have been nervous about what Jesus might say to the Greeks, but he did not need to be. That said, talking things over with a friend in that kind of situation can be exactly what you need. Jesus promises, whoever serves me, the Father will honor. And Jesus promises, I will draw all people to myself. So we, like Philip, can rest assured that Jesus' message is good news for all people, including me and including you. You are worthy, so come as you are. Amen.